Tower God. Take a swig. Tower God. We are here. Season 3, episode 193. Last time. It's hard for me to separate what happened because I read 4 chapters last time. So throughout the course of those 4 chapters, we had Rock's awakening into being an ancient. I seen there was some discourse in the comments. I didn't comment on anything last week. Sorry. I just was out of it. But there was some discourse. Some people like it, some people don't like it. My thoughts on Rock, like activating his ancient powers and fighting against a branch leader, right? He's fighting against a branch leader, and he's actually like, there's an ebb and flow to the battle. There's a push back and forth between them. I think this is a situation in which, from just the way that I'm thinking, I don't know how anyone else, like, I know some people are like, oh, he's a regular, blah, blah, blah. I think if this was a situation where, like, we seen, like, Rock use, like, his rock arms before, and it was, like, him in his big form, but using, like, his rock arms or something like that, and it was having this effect, I'd have an issue. But how I'm looking at it and treating it is the same way that I like view Bomb. Now I honestly think we know more about irregulars and we theorize more about irregulars than we have with the ancients and have information about them. But I kind of like, and maybe this is the wrong way to think about it, but I kind of like what Rock transforming and becoming an ancient or activating his, whatever the hell that is. I'm skewing it more on the scale towards irregular than just ability. I'm scaling it more in that direction on like the scale. Like if we're in the middle of the scale, you go like abilities or whatever stuff you learn and just who you are. Like Bomb is an irregular, therefore all the things that he's doing has like a reason, and the reason is he's an irregular. I'm leaning it more towards that way because we've seen individuals have access to ancients and use power of ancients, and they're extremely powerful. Granted, they're high rankers. The individuals we've seen use the elephant and the what is Yvonne Kell is the elephant, right? What was the other ancient that we seen? I can't remember. It was a bull or something, right? So we've seen individuals who are extremely powerful use these abilities. Yama, Kelhelm. It was Kelhelm, and I can't remember what Kelhelm's was though. Can't remember what Kelhelm's was. It's like those are the 2 ancients that we've seen like someone summoned the power of an ancient, and we've seen how destructive it was from the both of them. So, it was an ox. Yeah. So we've seen how destructive they are, and I lean it more towards irregular. Now, it's like what you said, Maltz. The way I feel is this situation would feel better if we had more information about it, which kind of validates the rant that I went on at this point 2 months now, because I didn't stream for about a month. The rant I had like 2 months ago or something like that, a month and a half ago, whenever I was ranting about Rock and Coon, their place in the story, where they should go, where they should come back. I feel like that for me feels justified, because if Rock was actually treated like a real character and not like a mascot, and not like this cute little chibi thing for 500 chapters, if he wasn't treated like that and was actually treated seriously, and we actually had some development on what the hell an ancient is, just something. What is an ancient? Like, where do their powers derive from? Like, what, like, how on a scale of irregular to high rank or whatever, like, where does an ancient fall on its own? Like, I would like if we would have had just morsels of information, a little bit more, I think this situation would feel better. But it's the fact that we don't know anything, and now Rock is just fighting a high ranker, and he looks unstoppable, and he's just feral and all this stuff. It's all cool, looks cool, is dope. But now I have to, like, without the series telling me this, I have to let go of the fact that Rock at the end of the day is a regular. And I can't use the excuse of, but he's an irregular regular, like I do with Bomb. That's my get out of jail free card. I'm like, I don't care about, like, to me, Bomb does something, he's an irregular. He's not bound by the rules that everyone else is bound by. So if he does something that a regular shouldn't be doing, he's an irregular. So that's the same thing. But it's like with Rock, it's like, I would love to be like, Rock is an ancient. And it's like, I could do that, but it's like, I don't have no merit, right? I haven't seen other ancients go crazy. I've seen individuals use ancients, but I haven't seen an ancient itself go crazy. I've seen Akronach, and I've seen Yvonne Kell, and I've seen Kel Helm, like, use the abilities of ancients, but not seen an ancient go crazy. But I've seen irregulars go crazy, and the whole story is about all these irregulars and all this stuff and jihad and all in the family heads. And I've seen, like, the mythos of this tower and all in this whole story has built irregulars up to be like these god beings. And we just watched Urek go crazy a couple of chapters ago. So it's like, I have all of that. So when I'm like, Bomb's an irregular, I can just lean on all of that. And it's just like, I don't feel like, it's kind of like, I don't want to have your conversation because he's an irregular. But now it's like, I can't, there's nothing to lean on. It's like Yvonne Kel Helm, and then I can't trust fall on none of that information. I just hit the ground. And then I feel crazy trying to defend the fact that Rock is fighting a branch leader, a high ranker, and he possibly is winning the battle and stuff like that. So it's like, it's an interesting conversation. One I would love to have eventually, but that's not everything that we read. We had some cool plot. We had some booty cheeks. We had some tetas. We had a lot of cool stuff. We had Bomb get frozen, and then Bomb wake up with the horns. We had Dumas transform and start going sicko mode. And what else was there? Oh my goodness. There were so many things in those 4 chapters that was happening. We didn't get an update on Enkidu and Garuro. We didn't get an update on that. What else, like, is pressing? Like, there's stuff that happened, but there's stuff, whatever. Well, what else is pressing? It was the Rock stuff. It was Dumas and Kun. And that was, for the most part, it. And then Bomb getting frozen. Bomb waking up with Leviathan and the horns. I make note of that. He was using Leviathan. Oh yeah, we talked about thorns and stuff and some clarification on that. I think that was it. Not it, but that's as much as I remember. So let's hop in. 193. Let's do it. 193. What? That's right. Holen showed up, and Holen is the king. That's where we left off with, because Traumare was like, I need to find the king, and then Holen pops up, and Holen's like, I have the king. Traumare is like, king just came to me. Pause. All right, what chess piece do you have? I'm terribly sorry, my lord, but I have the king. Steps to him. You have the king, you say? Yes, Lord Traumare. Show me. That's right. Kun is parading with the stolen chess piece from the game he played before as the king, which is why Dumas is protecting him. That's right. And the other ones chase Rock because they thought he has the king, so they chase him. Yeah, okay. That's why. That's what set everything off. Here it is, sir. It's true. Take good care of it. Yes, my lord. So Kun's king was gold, right? From the other chessboard. I already have my king. In that case, it's time to look for Gaston's king. We still don't know who Gaston's king is. Follow me. Yes, sir. Somewhere else inside the Sprout, in Dorsey Jihad. All right. Is the coast clear? Damn it. I know this place is crawling with rankers, but it's not like me to sneak around like this. Smart. Still. Does she have the king? I honestly never expected to be in this situation. I can't believe I'm the one with Po Bia's king. So in Dorsey's got Po Bia's. She's wearing Yeezys? Yeah, she's wearing Yeezys. So in Dorsey has Po Bia's king. Olin has. So in Dorsey has Po Bia's king. Holland has Traumare's king. Bomb has Gaston's queen or Traumare's queen. I'm mistaken on whose queen he has. Kun has a pawn. Rock has a rook. I think that's all the chess pieces we know so far, right? These are all the chess pieces we know so far. If there's other chess pieces, I'm forgetting. I'm an idiot. Bomb's group is Po Bia's. My bad. And I completely slipped my mind. My bad. Makes total sense. The branch leaders are low Po Bia's, and Bomb's group is Po Bia. I'm Muppet. See, my bad. I knew I that's something I should have known. Okay, so and Dorsey's the king, Bomb's the queen, Kun's a pawn, Rock is a rook, and we don't know anyone else's. Holland is a king. We don't know any other piece for. Well, Homeboy, did he tell us his piece when he surrendered? Then he surrendered originally, correct? I forgot. Damn, I can't even remember his name. Like, he showed up, he was like, I surrender, because they're all were gonna betray Traumare. Still can't get over and Dorsey's hip waist. It's increased throughout the series, but I do think she has big jeans on too, so it's helping, right? It's helping. Let me continue. I was about to say, what am I looking at? I'm looking at Dumas go crazy. Wait. Hold on. I surrender. It wouldn't make sense for us to fight anyway. We're on the same side. What makes you think that? Because we've already sided with Po Bia's army. You sided with Po Bia's army? That's right. Before joining this game, we decided to leave our family and join yours. That's what we and that Beller, I don't give a damn about his name, agreed on. He's the second in command on Po Bia's battleship. Is he the one behind all this? You're saying you betrayed your family and sided with second in command? I'm never saying his name. I'm never saying his name. Yeah. He's trash. I'm never saying his name. So if I just skip his name from now on, so be it. Decided. So you're saying you betrayed your family and sided with second in command? Exactly. We're on the same team now. Our family leader doesn't care what happens to us anyway. He just stays in his room all the time. We hardly ever see him. Even in this war, at the request of Jihad's forces, he was going to send us to. This is gonna be. We do need a nickname for him. I gotta come up with something. It took us a minute to figure out redacted, because a lot of people were like Rochel and stuff like that. I'm like, that's still too close to her name. Like, I need something that starts with it but isn't the same. And then we finally landed on redacted. So I gotta come up with something for him. You betrayed your own family and family leader for such a trivial reason. I was gonna say this, like, Dumas isn't. This is whenever like there's traitors in series and stuff like that, and even in like real life, like whenever there's traitors and like they just defect to the other side, and they just expect people to just accept them, like it's the same. This is the same thing of like in real life. I'll use real life examples where, let's say, talking to the fellas, right? There's a chick out there that you talk to, whatever, find out she's actually in a relationship, but she leaves her relationship to talk to you and be in a relationship with you. And then months later, you get upset at her because she's entertaining someone else. It's like, what did you expect? Like, you were the guy being entertained while she was already with someone. You got her, and then now you're mad at her for doing the same thing to you that she did to her previous man with someone else. It's like, you a dummy. So like, if I'm in Dumas's position, I'm sitting here like, our families are right, like our families are at war, and we're going through all this nonsense in these games and whatever, and we have decided to kill each other. And then when it's time to start killing each other, and I get face to face with you, you tell me that, oh no, before all of this started, I defected already, and I'm on your side. And I'm supposed to be here like, so the person that sired you, birthed you, your whole family, all of that, you betrayed him to come with me so that we can just wipe him out. And then you just expect for me to just be like, do, and not think nothing of you. I'm probably just gonna kill you, because I don't need you stabbing me in my back if you can stab your own family in the back. Especially, it's the same thing with Kirin, where it's like Kirin looked cool, his character seemed cool, and then Kirin started talking, and it's like, wait, you're doing all of this and you want to take over the family and all this because you're throwing a temper tantrum that your dad doesn't love you? Out of all of the things that's happening, you're willing to sack your whole family lineage because dad doesn't love us. And you're going to try to topple an established system of all of these family heads, irregulars, immortal beings leading these families. You're going to try to topple that and take his place because of that. It starts to sour on you. And now it's like that has spread through the family, and they all kind of feel that. A lot of them feel that way, where it's like, this guy's never around anyways, man. He don't love us. You know what? Screw him. We're gonna betray him, and we're gonna make sure that he goes down because he doesn't care for us. You are just making us wipe you out that much easier. Why? What? So now what I would do is use the hell out of you, make you kill your own family, and then kill you after we're done. I don't know. To be fair, Kun has the same motivation for wanting to become the new leader of the Kun family, but Kun isn't pissing and moaning like how they are. I get on Kun a lot, but Kun isn't doing what they're doing, right? I call a spade a spade. Kun's not doing what they're doing. Kun isn't pissing and moaning and trying to start a coup. Like, I don't think if Kun wanted to take the head of the family, I'm not sure if Kun would attempt to start a coup and fracture his family beyond repair so that when he does get the seat, it's beyond repair. And now we look weak and we can be taken over and destroyed at any point. Because that's all this is doing. Like, if Kirin is successful in killing Traumaran and taking the head of the family, the whole Po Bia family is fractured. What's to stop Gaston and the Po Bia L from coming through? Their word? their word is what's stopping them. Like you're gonna take that because how the Po Bia are moving, they deserve to be wiped out. Being honest, they deserve it. How they're moving, they got their panties in a bunch because daddy don't love them. Whatever, feel how you feel. If they get wiped out, then they get wiped out because they moving sloppy to me. Feels very sloppy. Very sloppy. Very, very sloppy. Oh, they're just, oh, goodness gracious. Our family leader doesn't care what happens to us anyway. He just stays in his room all the time. We hardly ever see him. Even in this war, at the request of Jihad's forces, he was going to send us to. You betrayed your own family and family leader for such a trivial reason? I see now. You people are scum. What? What? Wait, the man is the second or third strongest in his whole family. What did you think? What kind of... See, they're idiots. I agree, but the whole plan for evolution is for all the family heads to die, so it would be on even ground. Yes. But from what it seems like, I can't say that because we barely know any of the other families. But comparing the Po Bia L family to the Po Bia family, it seems like it's a lot harder to wipe Gaston out. And I know like revolution, all that stuff, like it's including them, but like just taking the families at face value, it feels like it would be harder to wipe him out than to wipe Trom out because they're all willing to coup and destroy the most powerful person in their family. Like they're willing to do that, right? They're willing to do that and then leave themselves mad weak while all the other families are still strong. But it's like, I don't know like what the structure is of all the other families to know if they would coup against their family head or something like that. It's hard to say, right? Because we really only know how the Po Bia L family is, kinda how the Ha family works. We know a bunch of Coon family members, but we honestly don't know how they work. They're all manipulators. So how do a bunch of manipulators interact with each other? Who knows? But it's like I really don't know how that family works as far as its structure. We get glimpses of like the Maria stuff and getting to see Data Edon. But it's just like I don't know how that family works. And all the other families, it's like unknown, it feels like. We get glimpses, but it's nothing to form like solid opinions about. Like we've seen a ton of the Po Bia L family, so I'm able to, I've seen them at assembly. I've seen how they look to Gaston. I see how they listen to Gaston. I see how they follow his words, and he leads them into war, and they charge at. Like I've seen that, so I know how that family operates. But I've seen how the Po Bia family operate. I've seen how they snake each other. I see how they want to destroy their family head. I see how. I would love to get more information to know how all the other families would feel like if they were face to face in a situation like this. I like it. All right, here we go. What? Just think of the power you've enjoyed until now and the safety of yourselves and those around you. Who clothes you, feeds you, and gives you a place to sleep? You wouldn't have anything without your family leader. A stream that's forgotten its source has no reason to go on flowing. A flower severed from its roots can never bloom. You people are like a stream without a source or a flower with no roots. Scum like you doesn't even deserve to exist. Let them know. Let them know. You're really getting on my nerves. I didn't come here so that you could lecture me. He gives us no choice. We'll have to fight him. Okay, Jew. Oh. That panel's crazy looking. Whoa. Oh, shock face. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is up? Is it up? Is it up? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm gonna say no. I was wrong. I was wrong as hell. I was so wrong. I don't know what I thought was gonna happen. It's up. He don't got no arms. You son of a. It's over. Look at you. Look at. You can't even get a word out. Can't even get a word out. Damn. 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 He's missing both arms. And yet just totally wiped out those two branch leaders. How is he so powerful? You better stop playing with this man. There's one of the chess pieces. Okay, so he's I was gonna say a seahorse, a knight. Oh! Oh! Caught up. There's one of the chess pieces. The craftsmanship and materials are completely different. This little bastard is lying to me. I knew it. This is different from your king. That king of yours is fake. You're a liar. Oh, I would be so scared. What do you got up your sleeve, goon? Oh, we gotta cut away. A few minutes earlier, I don't understand. Bomb and rock. How can this be? How did you break out of that ice? Where's his horns? Where's his horns? Screw capturing you alive. I don't care if I kill you. It's big words. It's big words. It's big words. Just die. You had your chance. You had your chance, sir. Oh, brother. You had your chance, sir. It's over. Goodness, Leviathan. Leviathan's design is still crazy to me. It's like the mouth and it coming around. That's a good comparison. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. That's just output like crazy. Thorn's going crazy. Oh, belly up. Belly up, big boy. Okay, Bomb. What are we doing? What are we doing? Rock going crazy still. Rock? Oh, he's just out of control. Okay. He's just out of control. Just out of control. He's just hitting anybody. Just going crazy on anybody. All right, we blocking. We're blocking. Okay. That's cold. I gotta get that. 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 This is what I'm talking about. Why couldn't I have gotten cool rock panels like this 300 chapters ago? What I'm saying? Right? Why couldn't I have, like 200 chapters ago? 100 chapters ago? Like why did I have to wait so long to get cool rock panels? Why do we get cool rock panels every 200 chapters? Why? I need to know. Someone answer my questions. Because Rock is a really cool character, and he's so underutilized. Just realize that the bigger the thorn is, the more of its power bomb is probably using. Yes. That's why against White they were huge. Yeah. That whenever the power output, the thorn gets bigger and bigger. Like it sits like its jewel form whenever he like first activates and he's not going crazy. But as the series has gone on, it initially was jewel sized with 2 tiny rings around it. But like as we've been progressing, like the rings have been bigger. The thorn either gets really long or it gets really wide. And I'm not sure what the difference is. Like when it's like massive, I don't know like what that means from like what it is now. Because right now it's like very thin, but it's not like the massive bloom like against the White fight. So I'm not sure. But we seen it not too long ago whenever he activated it. This panel right here. Hold on. Let me pull this panel. We seen it whenever, I forgot who was looking at him as he was running away. And the thorn wasn't extremely massive. Where's that panel at? Hold on. My bad. Right here. Like we've seen, like this panel was 154. This is when he was running away from. When was this? This was this the Yuri and Tiara fight? Like after their fight. After they all like reconvened and everyone was going back and forth, mixing and matching and stuff like that. So it's like the thorn isn't as aggressive here. Like this one seems way bigger here. Probably because it's in battle mode or whatever. I don't even know how to call it. Than it is here. It's activated, but I don't know. Because Rock isn't the MC. All right, let me continue. Rock, has he lost control of himself? Look at him. Rock, snap out of it. You're going to have to bonk him on his head. I don't think yelling at him is going to work. Oh, is this the chick? Or is this Rock? This seems like the chick's ability. No? That blood. I forgot. She replaced his blood, didn't she? She said she did. I completely forgot about that. She said that she replaced Rock's blood. And that it was done. I remember. Oh, wow. I can't believe I forgot that. He's gone so wild that he even attacked his own teammate. What a wonderfully wild beast. Dude, this panel's sick as hell, too. The more I see of him, the more badly I want him. So maybe she didn't get him. Her plot's going crazy. What's happening? He expelled all of her blood stuff. What happened? How did he break free? Oh, he's about to bonk. He's about to bonk her? Girl, if you don't move, he about to knock your head in. Did he hit? Damn. I was like, did he connect? Hold on. Connect. Did he connect or did she block? It's hard to say. It's like I see blood flying, but her ability is blood, so I'm not going to think that's like head splat. I can't leave him like that. I have to stop Rock somehow. What are we doing, Bomb? What are we doing? Oh, that seems crazy. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are you doing? What'd you do? What'd you do? Did you just steal his abilities? What'd you do? What'd you do? Back small again. They got a rock over his private parts. What a relief. I think he's okay now. What'd you do? But anyway. Wait, Rock did kill her? I'm going to have to take the chess pieces from those two. He killed her? Huh? What happened? I heard that blood covered. He really killed her? I'm like, I didn't think it was a head. I was like, I didn't want to jump to conclusions because she has a blood ability. But he really just splat. Had a gone moment. He cashed out. Wow. All right. All right. Racking up the bodies. What happened? I heard that blood-covered turtle's voice and then passed out. I agree. I don't remember anything after that. Turtle? Rock, you're awake. Are you okay? I'm fine, but what about the fight? What happened to those two arrogant turtles? You killed them, Rock. You killed them. Don't you remember? We won the fight and everything turned out well. We got their chess pieces too. We won? But how? I'm starving. Oh. A few minutes later. You know how depressed I am that he's back in this t-shirt and shorts? You're saying this is where Kun threw you off the edge as bait? That's how you two were separated? That's right. That blue-haired turtle tossed me right off the edge without even a second thought. Aside from that person who was chasing after you, where did Dumas go? I'm not sure. He didn't come after me. We're never going to escape this chibi rock. Then Kun could be in danger. I guess so. I guess so. Let's go. I think I hear a fight nearby. Okay. Rock just straight up like destroyed them. And Bomb is like, yeah, we won. It's okay. Whatever. It's crazy. Rock's like, what happened? Bomb's like, we won. How did we win? Bro just told him. All right, we won. These two are two peas in a pod. Not either of them, from what we saw, even questioned what happened to him. Like, we never got to see dialogue of Rock questioning, like, what did I do? He's like, I just don't remember nothing. Not once did Bomb even question, like, what's going on with Rock? All he was like, Rock's in trouble. Rock, something's happening with Rock. I deactivate Rock. Let's go. It's just like, I guess I need some friends like them, because it's just like, I don't care what's going on with you. You were in trouble. I helped you out. We need to go save our other friend. I really don't care what happened to you, as long as it doesn't happen again. It's just like, okay. All right. That's crazy. You just watched you just watched one of your friends beat someone's skull in. And all you did was just like, yeah, we beat them. Don't even worry about it. That's crazy. That's crazy. What do you mean? Let me continue. I don't understand what's different about them. This one just looks different because it's the king. Look at him, he's trying to spin it. No, this piece's materials and workmanship are far more sophisticated than that king of yours. It appears refined at a glance, but this piece is the work of a far more experienced craftsman. They would never use a less valuable piece as the king. You're a liar. Kun's like, I can't. Kun's trying. He's trying his little heart out to spin this any way he can. Shoot. That guy's a hell of a lot smarter than he looks. Kun! Alright. Got our boy jumping in. Bomb? What are you doing here? Alright. Land. And we have our trio. Raccoon Bomb. Dumas. Irregular. I finally found you. And the chapter ends. Goodness me. It's a pretty good chapter. I will say that. I will say it's a pretty good chapter. Pretty good chapter. If I do say so myself. Dumas is crazy. And Dumas doesn't have arms right now. He's doing all this. He's bodying people. He doesn't have arms. Doesn't have arms. You have to keep that in mind. He does not have his arms, and he's going crazy like this. He's really, honestly, one-shotting anyone that he can get his feet on. Because it was one. He rushed, just like, oh God, dead. He was like, oh, you son of a dead. So I'm not playing games with either of y'all. He's killing them. I don't have time for games. That's what I be wanting from time to time. Like, yeah, fights are cool, but sometimes I want to see a character just go crazy and just start dropping them. And it's like Dumas is not playing games. Not playing games. Now, we know Raccoon Bomb, they have the power of plot. So I don't know if Dumas rushing them and killing one of them is going to happen. But they have the power of plot, so I think something's going to happen. We're going to come... I would love to see a squabble with the three of them. But what are we going to do? Like, rock tap back into the ancient power? I don't think that's going to happen no time soon. I would love to be wrong, I guess. Bomb go crazy, and then Kun do what? Just hop in his lighthouse and just do stuff? I don't know. Bro, bodies dropped this chapter. Bodies dropped. All the low Po Bia women are just dying. Like terrible deaths. It's like, why are you depriving us of their plot? I'm talking like speaking of the plot like it's water from Dune. The plot is so sacred. You cannot waste your plot on anything. It's too precious. It's too precious to be wasted. It's too precious. There's some plot that's so sacred, even if we were dying, we would never, ever thirst after that plot because it's too precious. Oh, man. But Dumas is a monster. I'm glad that Dumas had the perspective of like whenever they're like, we're on your side, and he's just like, so let me get this straight. Your family leader made your family, gave you life, all the luxuries, all the influence, all the power, all came from him. And now with all of the stuff that he gave you, you're just gonna turn on him because he's not around and he don't love y'all and yada yada yada. It comes from the different ways of, and I know this was something whenever we first got into like the the marriage tournament, whenever you had Lilio like talking back to Trauma, and I had my statements on like the family heads are supposed to like be like the gods of their family. Like they look at the family heads as if they were God in some aspects. I don't know if that's for all the families, but for Trauma, I know it was like that. And it felt weird for her to be like defiant in his face, knowing that any answer other than the answer he wanted to hear would result in death. And it's like, she's just so stubborn, and that's just who her character is, that's what she would do, and it seemed crazy. But then you have some characters who do treat it that way. So you have someone like Dumas, who possibly looks at the family leaders, looks at Gaston as like those god beings, as like the head of the family, as these individuals that no matter what they do, they deserve all of the respect and all, like, they deserve their position, and we are in our position because of them, and it should be no other way. And the fact that you would even like part your lips to speak ill or to do anything against your family leader, like, that's blasphemy. Like, you're blasphemous. It's kind of like that in a way. And he's like, how dare you do what you do? I would never. It's like, I would never. But then you can have the same conversation with other people, and they would fall on the side of like how they feel and how Kidding feels, where it's like, you're never around. You don't love us. This isn't that. You just sit in your room. I run the family anyways. This isn't whatever. And it's like, yes, all the things you could be saying are true, 100%. But at the end of the day, he did give you everything that you have. So it's like, can you feel justified in feeling the way you felt? Sure. But you can't just deny the fact that he did give you everything that you have. You can't deny that. Like, that cannot be denied. Both can be right. And it just depends on what viewpoint you have. For someone like Dumas, he's like, this man gave you everything you have. Who cares if he's not around? Who cares if he honestly doesn't really love you? Because you're parading around with all this power, and you wouldn't have it if it wasn't for him. So for someone like him, makes sense. But then for someone else like them, where it's just like, well, he doesn't act like all the other family heads. Like, you gotta remember, bro, they didn't know if he was alive or not. That's how inactive he was. No one knew if Trauma was dead or if he was alive, because he was inactive for so long. So I get it when they're like, he's not around. And Kidding gave us our orders, and this and that, because even if Kidding did talk to Trauma, and Trauma did tell Kidding to do something, it came from Kidding to everyone else. So everyone just got used to him just being off somewhere else, not around us, not talking to us, not valuing us, all of that. And this guy does this. He's the one that we go to when we have issues, all of this. So it's like, I get it. But for me, it just seems insane. See, it just seems foolish. It seems foolish, but to each its own. Like to each its own. If they want to go ahead and go for revolution and get bodied, like, this chick got her head beaten by a regular. Craziness. You look death in the eyes and still tried to fight it and got one shot by feet. So it's like, okay. And it's just like, I don't think it would bother me that much. It'd be something that I brought up. But it's the fact of how these characters think. And this isn't, I'm not blaming this on like CU and writing or none of that, because this is in almost any series, stuff like this. This is in real life too. People just be delusional. Right? So it's not a Tower God thing. This is just in general. Characters like this, they feel delusional. They feel like because of all of these things that have happened, they've lost sight. Right? They lost sight of like reality in a way. That's why I'm like last week, whenever I'm like, do these characters, like, whenever he's going, like, Homeboy was going on this monologue of, we're gonna get this power and we're gonna do this and that, and it's just like, Like, I'm trying to think of it like, I'm like, yes, I'm a branch leader, but I'm not even the strongest branch leader. And I'm having all of these, like, to me, they're delusions of grandeur, where I'm like, do I honestly think that I'm going to be the one that stands victorious and all powerful at the end of this when there's a plethora of powerful people that are in front of me, but I think I'm going to gain? It's like, bro, you need to come back to reality. You are cog in all of this. And the fact that you aren't aware of it, like, it's different. Like, when Kidding, like, if Kidding had a monologue like Homeboy had last week, that would make sense to me, because Kidding is second in the whole family. He's the second strongest out, like, removing Trauma Ray. He's the strongest individual in his family. For him to have a speech like that would make sense to me. For you, who has X amount of people in front of you, bro, are you, like, you can't be for real. Like, you can't be for real. Like, you say it out loud and it doesn't sound weird to you. Like, that does, whenever they're sitting there, like, you're looking at the second or the third strongest person in another family, and he's got his eyes on you to kill you. And you genuinely, and in your heart of heart believe that because you told him you defected, he's gonna leave you alone? Are you insane? Our families are slated to fight to the death. Like, you can't have your head so far up your own ass that you can't see reality. And I guess it's just, that's how some people are. That blows my mind. That's crazy to me. Like, you just that blinded? You sound like an idiot. You are proclaiming how unloyal you are. In allegiance to me? I don't know you at all. Why would I trust you? This person is your actual family, and you're willing to stab them in the back. Why would I trust you? Why would I trust you? And you just, like, are you that dumb? They are. It blows my mind. I don't know. It's crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy to me. Blows me away. It really does. Goodness gracious. It's like, I'll never understand it. This is one that I have to have, like, conversations with other people, because I need a different perspective, because from my perspective, seems insane. Just seems crazy to me. Right? It just seems absolutely insane to me. Insane. It does. Especially, like, they just seem stupid. I don't know. they just seem stupid. Like, I would be moving way differently. I would have to move differently. I would have to. I don't know. To me, looking my enemy in the face and saying that I'm defecting from my own side and I'm joining you guys and we struck a deal already, I don't think I would ever feel confident in saying that. What's, like, my word is supposed to stop you from killing me? Bro, like, what? Like, why would, it's just like, why would, like, how dumb do I have to be to believe that you would just stop because I said that? See, now, this is a situation that made me mad with Calivan. Right, whenever Calivan and Liberic were having their conflict and they were fighting, and Calivan seemed to have no attachments, but when his squad, when the fourth was the, damn, I can't even remember. Whenever it was the fourth squad, right? The fourth, whatever, I can't remember the title of his army, of his squadron. But whenever they were, like, whenever he, like, had to sacrifice them, and he actually started to, like, reminisce about them, and he felt sad about them, and it was like, damn, Calivan's actually starting to be a character. And then Liberic is just like, yeah, Jihad told me to do this. Jihad told me to kill to kill your squadron. And Calivan just droned out and was like, okay, Jihad said it? You sure? You sure? Huh? Jihad said it, huh? All right. You want me to do? Okay. Jihad told you though, right? Right? And people got mad at me because I got mad at Calivan. Don't forget that. There's people mad. Don't forget that. The people was mad that I was pissed off about that. Don't forget that. No, that's just stupid. That's just stupid. I'm in a fight. You know how crazy it sounds to be in a fight? I'm in a fight to the death. And you just expect me to stop because you said something? Oh, I'm actually on your side now because I struck a deal before all this started. So I'm just supposed to be like, okay, cool. You're on my side now. And then I turn my back and you stab me? No. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Even if I'm not going to kill you, walk over there. I'm not turning my back to you. I'm not trusting you. Not at all. There's no way. No way. It's the same thing. Like I'm not just going to drone out like Calivan. It's not happening. It can't happen. That's Dumas, Calivan. As far as characters, all the way up here, Dumas stood on business. Brother. Calivan pisses me off. That was character death. There's no coming back for him for that. None. Cause I've never upped and down on a character like that ever. Cause it was like Calivan's cool. And I kind of hated on Calivan because of the whole Jinsung stuff. Just out of spite, right? But Calivan was still cool. And then he got the dumb hat, and I'm just like, oh, whatever. Now Calivan loses some points because of the dumb hat. But then we get the cool white fight and all that stuff. And then it's just like the sacrifice of the squad and all that stuff. And it's just like, Calivan's actually a character? Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. He's actually a character. Essence of Bravery Arm? Oh my gosh. That's so cool. All of this stuff. Liberic shows up, slugging it out with Liberic. And then Liberic is like, Jihad said it's fine. Huh? Okay. Done. Character's done. Character's finished. It's over. I don't think there is coming back for him. Even when he does, there's no coming back for him. Done. Ugh. Dumas? On business. On business. Come on, man. Dumas is him. He's him. I thought it was Keating. Like, I thought Keating, because I remember whenever Dumas showed up, I clowned on him for his chicken legs. I don't even care about that no more. I like the legs now. But I thought it was going to be Keating. I thought Keating, whenever you see him, and I'm thinking he's going to be the one that's like, this is about to be the coolest dude out of all of them. Design sick, like, command, all this stuff. And then it's like, he starts opening his mouth, and I'm just like, daddy issues? Throw up in my mouth. Ew. Not from you. Not you. You? Then it's like, here's Dumas. And it's like, I've been burnt too many times with cool characters. And it's like, nope. He's cool. So far, so good. I have a prime objective, and this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm here for. Tell me to do something, I get it done. Because right now, as we stand here, Dumas has done everything that's been asked of him. Right? Little Coon running around using his brain to 2,000% to stay alive. He's been working that little brain. He's been flexing it, trying to keep Dumas off of him. But Dumas has been hundo. Dumas got told, go get the book. Right? Go down there and go get the book. Had Yama and Doom there. Smacked up. Give me his damn book. I'm out of here. He's batting 1,000. He shows up. Stuff happens. Furniture moves. And he's the one that's standing there when it's all done. He showed up and they all was converging on him. And get off of me. Standing on business. Dumas. Top shelf. Top shelf. Top shelf. And then transforms and standing on business more with no arms. Come on, man. He's top shelf. Come on, Steve. Don't do it. Don't ruin him. Do not mess him up. Don't mess him up. I'm scared. I keep talking about him. I'm scared. Don't mess him up. Because right now he's on timing. He's on timing. It's on timing. It's on timing. Don't mess him up. Please don't. Don't mess him up. Ugh. Don't mess him up, man. High parameters higher than Chan White. He's up there. He's up there. It's like my love for Cha is hanging on because he reminds me of Bardock. I need more Cha. Like, Cha's a legend to me. It's just so cool. But we've never actually got to see Cha like showcase his legend. Like I want to see like these powerful characters get their showcase, right? White's had his showcases. He gets showcases. He can, like, he's had what? Since his introduction, White has had 4 or 5 showcases of his abilities. Whenever we were on the Hell Train, he had his showcase. When was it? What are the showcases he had? I can't even think in order. He definitely had a showcase, and then Bomb ended up beating him. He had a showcase against Caliban. He had a showcase against Bomb. 2 showcases against Bomb. A showcase against Caliban. He had a showcase against Dorian Frog, right? He had a showcase against him. White has had his showcases. Caliban has had his showcases. Dumas has been getting the showcases. Yuri has had showcases. Even Lobanon has had a showcase with his Sirius series whenever he showed up. Like, we've had like characters that haven't been like a part of like our group. Got the 100 hand. Yeah. Like, we've had like characters get their showcases. And it's like Cha's legend and being a warrior trapped in the wall, sealed in the wall and all this stuff. He got a moment with Hots. Right? He got a moment with Hots. He's done some stuff, but I want to see a showcase. I want to see like, this is why he got put in the wall. This is why they were like, I want that, and we haven't gotten that from him. Even Jin Sung got his showcase. He got his showcase. I need to see Cha's showcase, and then he'll be stamped on my heart forever. Like, even if he gets his showcase and for whatever reason loses, I just need him to go crazy. I just need him to go crazy. Man, I just need him to go crazy. Coolest member of each family, excluding family heads and princesses. Dumas, absolutely. Lobadan. Yeah, because it would be Kidding, but Kidding's a hoe. So, yes. Asensio. Oh. Oh, Asensio. It's like Macheny's up there. We barely got to see any of Blueberry, so I'm not going to put him up there. Hoon's okay. Ron, nah. Ron's my boy. I know it's been 1,000 chapters since we've seen him, but I can't forget about my boy. That's my boy. Can't forget about him. He's got two of my favorite fights in the whole series. Get to him, the fight, like the Anak fight and the Enyeta fight. He's got two of my favorite fights in the whole series. So I would say Ron with the light pop lightning pill, go crazy. No, it's been 1,000 chapters since we've seen him. Hyperbole. I know it's been 1,000 chapters since we've seen him, but I would say Ron. Asensio's is up. I would say, like, as far as the Kun family, it would be like Asensio, Ron, maybe Masheni. But I can't even count Masheni because she's a princess. So it would be Asensio or Ron. For the Kun. Yuri's princess. Jinsung would be the coolest Ha family member. Because we really haven't seen that. Like, I'm not counting Yodaha. No. Yuri's princess, we won't count her. Not counting Yudin, we barely seen her. It would be Jinsung because he's one of the only other Ha family members that we actually know of. And White. It's between White. See, White is the coolest. But bias, Enyeta, man. I like my boy Enyeta. He got so little time to shine. But when he was on screen, he thumped. He was a thumper. He rocked. My guy. But White he's had the most screen time for anybody from the Arihan family. So, and he's cool as hell. There's no denying that. It's cool as hell. So it definitely White. Man, yeah, I would say, and it's hard to we don't even know anybody from any other families. We don't even know other people. Like we can guess about Hansun, right? We could guess about Hansun. But yeah, I would say you're on. I would swap out Ron for Asensio, but Asensio's a good pull too because Asensio's cool as hell. Reminds me of my boy Ku. Forgot he existed, man. They need to bring back all those characters. They left my boy on the sideline, man. Left him on the sideline. That's why we had Yiwa. I completely forgot Yiwan existed. Oh, I forgot Yiwa even existed. We haven't seen her. We haven't seen Yiwa in hundreds of chapters. Cause isn't she still with Danhwa? She's still with him, right? Well, at the Wohike Song Base, that's the last place we've seen them. She's just completely sidelined. That she did get kidnapped. I gotta reread. I completely forgot that happened. That did happen. That actually happened. I completely forgot that happened. Wow. I feel like a Muppet. Now I'm sitting here thinking, what else have I forgot? This reread has to happen sooner than later. I'm gonna have to do it. I gotta do it. Yeah, it has to happen. Has to. Wonder if she's just chilling on the base. Probably. Probably. Oh, man. All right. I think that's it. But it's a fun chapter. Po Bia family giving you more stuff to be. Po Bia family giving you more stuff to get irritated at. On brand. She probably wanted to take part in the marriage tournament. We would never know. I still think I stand by this. This is one of my I want to say this is one of my hot takes. I think that there actually should have been a tournament with all of the regular girls. I think there should have been a tournament with all of the regular girls, and I think it should have been crashed by ranker women wanting to at least get a look at what an irregular looks like, a young irregular looks like. I feel like this could have, instead of getting, honestly, to be honest, I give it, whatever this sprout turns into, I hope it's cool. I genuinely hope it's cool. I hope we get more information about Traumare and Gaston and flashbacks. I hope we get that stuff. Because if we don't get that stuff, I much would have rathered being in the middle of a marriage tournament for Bam that he didn't want to be a part of. Because I think it would have been the comedy of Jin Sung knowing that Bam doesn't want to be a part of a marriage tournament, and Bam understanding that and their reluctance of actually doing this, but it being the only way out of it, while having all of these women go at it. I think it would have been a really cool and funny arc that then could have spiraled into what the Sprout stuff is. Genuinely, like, screw this chess game. I could give a damn about this chess game. You could, all of this chess stuff, and we could have spun this for real in a way where you could have done a lot of this stuff. I don't even know. You could have done a lot of this stuff with the marriage tournament. I think it would have been fun. I feel like you're gonna be angry next week. Oh, brother. But I genuinely, that's my hot take. I really would have loved the marriage tournament. I really would have. Because I think it would have been like a cool little buffer. And it could have been an easy way to introduce us to characters later. Because, like, we've only gotten to see a glimpse of Adori. Not saying that Adori would have even been interested to actually marry Bam, but I think it would have been one of these situations where it's like, I can get a look at the newest irregular that's in the tower that's stirring up and making all this noise and all this. Like, why wouldn't Adori want to at least get a glimpse of him? We could have seen a glimpse of her. Why wouldn't you would have Yuri crashing the tournament because, what do you mean Bam's having a marriage tournament? Same way that Endorsi popped up and she was like, what the hell do you mean? And Anak should have been there with her. Even if Anak didn't want to marry Bam, she should have been there. Right? She should have been there. Like, you could have had so many different, like, you could have introduced, like, other families that we haven't seen, stuff like that, all that. Adori is the young ranker. Yeah, Adori's the general of the army, isn't she? I think the marriage tournament would have been cool. I still stand by that. The flavor of love tournament would have been fun. It would have been fun, and I feel like it could have been easy ways to get glimpses of different individuals. You could have had this even be situated, because we know the families had a talk about what they wanted to do with Bam, and we know that they were split. We know that some didn't care. We know that some cared. We know that some, and then Traumare was the one that got granted the green light to do whatever he wanted to do. So, it would have been cool to have seen a family possibly send someone there to vie for a hand. And if Traumare wanted to crash this thing and mess it up, you still could have had it. We could have did the tuning exams. You could have did something like that where the tournament never finishes. Like, no, I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that whatsoever. It could have been, you could have spiraled the marriage tournament out of it, so many different things. Chess pieces. While the marriage tournament's going on, you still could have had the low Po Bia family and the Po Bia L family going back and forth and their conflict and all that stuff. You still could have done all of that in the background of this marriage tournament and all of this, and then have everything just spiral out of control. I feel like it could have been done. That's my hot take. I wish the marriage tournament would have happened. It would have been cool because you could have just introduced all of the female characters that have ever been in the series. You could have had them show up, right? An easy way to get Yua back in, an easy way to have Redacted join in, an easy way for all of these different things and everyone's different motives. Just like how all the girls were like, we're only doing this because of I want to marry for this, I want to marry for that. No one was there for Bomb. Like the 5 girls or so that we met, none of them were there for him. You could have had the same thing with the marriage tournament. None of them really was there for him, except for Endorsi, right? And Yuri crashing it. Nobody could have been there for him. Actually, it could have just all been political plays. I think it would have been really cool. I think it would have been a really cool arc to do. Then no, Serpent Master, freaky ass Traumaray, making women sleep with snakes and all that stuff. It's sickening. That's what we got. Instead of doing the marriage tournament, Traumaray unleashed the Serpent Master, and we found out that Laura banged a snake to have kids. Yeah. So that's what we got. That's actually what we got. That's it. That's not it. It's not it. But that's it.